kind of wonder if you can get it to...
No, that was a once in a lifetime thing.
Oh. The whole thing just like bursts open. One drop away.
Clean this up.
Grab a towel out of the bathroom.
Ow.
And the other ones.
Why are there 6 towels here?
Welcome back to BakaTaka. Wait, this is episode 29. We got almost a double header, I guess, for us, because we're doing back-to-back.
Is it a double header?
Wait,
Yeah.
I can't get this thing on me.
George is having trouble with that.
George is messing with the What are you doing? Hey, you're
We
messing with
haven't-
the timer. What are you doing?
What?
We already
started.
synced it.
Oh
What are you
my-
doing?
We did? But I'm supposed to clap to start
We
it.
did clap.
Oh my goodness.
There's the clap. Now we can start. Okay, continue.
Restart the timer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Welcome back to BakaTaka. This is episode 29. This is like the third time we've done this intro, but it's us, the normal crew. On the left, we've got...
I'm George.
In the middle, we've got me, Eric. And on the right, we've got Kick Puncher himself.
Chase.
And we're here to dish out what we've been watching, what we've been playing.
Yep.
The
George-
best Wii podcast around.
Yes. George has been stalling for like 40 minutes now.
And
We
we're
literally got here like 10 minutes
we're
ago.
tired af.
We're tired. We just ate. I'm sleeping.
It is 8 o'clock. What's...
Wee.
It's not time for bed.
It is time for
Wee.
bed.
But anyways, we watched some stuff. What did we watch? George, what you watched that Netflix thing, right?
Yeah, so I just
That
finished...
Netflix movie?
Well, it's not a movie. It's a show.
You
I
told us it was a movie at
I
dinner.
didn't say that.
Yeah, actually, you did.
You
No.
misspoke and said it was a movie.
It's Lock and Key. It's a series, 10 episodes on Netflix. It came out in February.
that has
mid-February,
nothing
I
to
think.
do with Keegan Michael Key.
Yeah, Keegan-Michael Key's not in it.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I
Okay.
don't want to go in too much because like it's really easy to get into like spoiler territory with
Right,
that kind of
right.
show. It's like a thriller. Things get revealed in a good pace for that show. So
Noise, sir. He literally removed the strap.
bottle.
He
So,
removed the strap so it wouldn't make
if you're
any
looking for
noise.
something to binge on Netflix, highly recommend it. Lock and Key, very very
Nice,
good.
nice.
I was a fan.
Awesome.
I'm glad you're a fan of it.
Cool. Yeah, me and Eric, when, what is it? We watched a bunch of Pokemon
Yeah,
movies.
we went on a Pokemon binge.
Yeah, we watched 4 Pokemon movies. We started off with the remake of the first Pokemon movie, but it's all in
Yeah,
CG.
it was the Netflix Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution.
Yeah.
And it's literally the first
yeah,
movie.
it's literally just the same thing, but it's all in CG.
They updated some stuff to add the
Yeah,
newer
yeah,
moves
yeah.
like Energy Ball and stuff
That's
like
cool.
that's in it. But
I like
it's,
that.
it's essentially the same movie.
Yeah. You people can do. I think I saw some side by sides of it and stuff like that, where it's like the Dawn fans like rolling and
Yeah.
whatever across like Bulbasaur's like Vine Whip or whatever.
Yeah, like
It's
it is like a scene for scene copy.
yeah,
And
That's
they just
interesting.
updated all the voice actors
yeah,
to be the current voice actors. So like Jesse and James with the new voice actors and
yeah,
all
yeah.
that jazz.
Which they're never gonna be like the original OG ones, but that's okay. They can be.
So would you
close
say on par with the original?
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
better, worse?
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean the CG might seem a little jarring because Pokemon has been 2D since
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu.
True.
But as you're watching, as you're watching it and stuff, you get used to it.
Yeah, you
Okay.
get used to it super fast, and it's just
Okay.
like it's Pokemon.
Yeah, because at
So-
first you're like, why is Brock's mouth hanging open longer than it should be?
But it is scene for scene
Yeah.
pretty much the same movie. If you enjoyed the first one, or if you're new to Pokemon, watch it. It's pretty
Okay.
good.
And then we watched the 3 Pokemon X and Y movies,
Yeah,
all in chronological order.
the first one is the Xerneas Yveltal movie,
Yeah,
and that is hot garbage.
yeah, it was. It wasn't good. It was kind of bad.
Like
I'm not surprised.
so
It-
I stopped paying attention in the middle of it.
Oh, I stopped paying attention like 10 minutes in.
Yeah, so it's just like it took them forever to. It was the DNC movie too, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Pokemon weren't good. The Pokemon were talking, and I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, this is weird. So the second one, or the last one also, actually all of them have talking Pokemon in them, other than Meowth,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But this one, like, the Pokemon just felt weird,
Yeah.
and then, like, things just, like, escalate really fast at the end, and then it ends.
I forgot that they have to have the one line in every movie when the Pokemon start talking. It's like they're using telepathy.
Yeah.
It's literally in
yeah.
every Pokemon movie
Yeah.
when they start talking.
There's, but yeah, that one wasn't that good. The second one was better. That one was, what was his face?
That was
Woopa.
Hoopa. It was Hoopa.
Hoopa. Yeah.
Hoopa.
Woopa.
Hoopa.
Yeah, Hoopa.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, Hoopa's got like portals or portal rings and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
you can like transport stuff around.
It's what they used in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to tie into the fact that you can catch all the legendaries in the game.
Oh.
Was they brought in Hoopa, and then when he challenged like Cresselia or whatever in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, you traveled through a Hoopa ring to go fight them. So they just tied that all together to make it make sense.
I
But
like it.
it's takes place in a desert town. Hoopa is basically a genie in a bottle,
Yeah.
and it's just portals and dimensional travel and fun.
Yeah, and then they did the classic Pokemon. You know, everyone like
Yeah.
Ash does some stuff, and
Yeah,
the Pokemon
they,
like battles at the end.
Yeah, they tie in a bunch of stuff too. Because I remember during that time, the shiny Mega Rayquaza event was happening, and lo and behold, shiny Rayquaza was in the movie.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun battle because they brought in a bunch of legendaries. So
Yeah.
like Giratina, Dialga, Primal Kyogre, Groudon,
Yeah.
just good fun.
And then we got to the third one. The third one was pretty good. I like.
I think it was the best one.
Yeah, it was
Of the ones I
by
saw.
far the best one. They get better the more you watch them.
Yeah.
So,
It was Volcanion's movie.
yes, Volcanion. And what was the robot's name?
Magearna. It's Magearna.
Magearna. Yeah.
It's so Magearna is the first synthetic Pokemon, completely man-made Pokemon, one of a kind.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever mentioned that in the movie, but it's
You
a
hear that, George?
I did.
Artificial Pokemon.
yeah, it's an artificial Pokemon. But the movie was cool because it was a steampunk vibe.
Yeah.
It was very
The world was think of the one gym that we went to, or what? Who's is it? Raihan's place or whatever
Raihan.
from Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Might have been Raihan's.
With the like clock tower and like lift things and stuff like that, because you go there and then you leave.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It's similar to like his town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's it's a Matlock town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cyberpunky, or not cyberpunk, steampunky.
Cyberpunk.
Nothing
Keanu Reeves
cyberpunky.
is just running around, you know. And it's,
Yeah. But it's very steampunky. It's pretty cool. It's I don't know. Volcanion gets on your nerves after a while.
I liked him.
Yeah.
I like how he just like didn't comprehend the fact. So Ash gets like a magnet lock around his waist, and then Volcanion has one around his leg, and
Yeah.
he's just like a beast. So like if they get too far apart, they just pull together and like magnetize together.
Yeah.
So he's just like walking around, and Ash gets dragged around by him and stuff like that. He's like, "Stop following me!"
He literally like every 5 minutes keeps yelling at him. He was like,
Yeah.
"Just go away."
Yeah, and it's like it's really funny because he's just like he can't comprehend the fact that it's
Yeah,
like he
he's
doesn't-
stuck to him.
He's literally stuck to him. It's
Yeah,
like-
but it's a good movie. It was a lot of so once again more tie-in events because there's a Volcanion event.
Yeah.
They had a shiny Mega Gengar in it, which I'm pretty sure was an event happening at that time.
Okay.
And then all the Mega Evolutions that they showcased in it were all the Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, new Mega Evolutions.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and they were showing off the new Zygarde because he was part of XYZ,
What's the Zygarde?
the little squishy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's Zygarde. They showed all of his forms, normal 10% and full construct Zygarde.
I always actually forget that he's actually got a name.
Yeah, he's a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, that's squishy.
Yeah, they show his cell form 10% and full construct.
Well, I thought the Oxus was like the only alien Pokemon.
No. There are definitely other.
There's other because I'm
Pokemon.
pretty sure Bohemium is considered an alien.
Oh.
Clefairy is considered an alien because they're from the moon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Clefairy and the moon.
Yeah, so there's other Pokemon that are
The
considered.
Pokemon that come from the moon.
But I think Deoxys is the only one that's considered threatening.
Right, he's an ET. He's
Yeah.
an extraterrestrial.
Yeah, but I mean that movie's cool where Rayquaza goes and fights Deoxys and that theme. Whew.
In Destiny Deoxys, is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah. The Rayquaza Deoxys fight in space.
Was that in Destiny Deoxys?
Pretty sure it was the.
I don't remember. I just remember they were at like some camp or something like that. And Deoxys is just like, I'm Deoxys.
I just remember it's one of my top 5 fights of all time.
Okay,
The Rayquaza Deoxys fight.
That was
Gotcha.
that I think was probably my second favorite movie
Uh-huh.
Of the Pokemon
of the
ones?
Pokemon movies. I really like which one's the one with Latios and Latios?
Heroes.
Yeah.
Heroes.
Yeah.
Heroes, yeah.
Love Heroes.
Number 5.
Yep.
Yeah, that one I like.
It was just really well done. Just the story itself,
Yeah.
it was very well contained. It didn't feel like it was some giant thing
Yeah.
outside of like, oh, the whole world's gonna end. It was very itself.
Yeah.
Once
It had
they
a good, clear vision.
once they kind of got to like Manaphy, Secret of Water or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever that's when the formula like kicked
Oh, yeah.
in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They were basically still the same kind of movies like
Yeah.
before then too,
Mhm.
but they were like enough different like
Yeah.
setting wise.
It wasn't
like-
polished yet.
Well, you
Yeah,
can start seeing the formula develop. Like the Pokemon's introduced. Here's the problem introduced.
Yes.
Here's the battle to overcome it.
Here's some new characters, so
Yeah.
that way it's like
Because it's
oh,
like
okay.
they did that with Manaphy, and then it really showed in Victini's movie.
Yeah.
Then it really showed in Zoroark's movie.
Don't choke on that water.
It really,
I'm okay.
it really showed in Arceus'
Wow.
movie. It really showed in Keldeo's movie.
He's actually gonna die. BakaTaka's down to 2 members.
I'm okay.
He caught the corona. You gonna make it?
Yeah.
You gonna
It
make it,
went down
buddy?
the wrong pipe for a second.
Wow.
But yeah, Pokemon movies started getting really formulaic.
Yeah.
And you can still see it in the current movies.
Oh yeah, definitely. There was
Yeah.
the one I watched the one with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
They had a movie for that?
yeah.
I did
they-
not realize
where like a girl's like there's a new girl and she's like her little brother's like sick or whatever and he's like I want this Pokemon. He doesn't even show like the camera. He shows it to her or whatever and she's like, well, I'll catch it for you. And then it turns out it's an Eevee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one where they completely changed the art and design?
That I mean, I think it had different design.
Because I know there was one movie where they changed it up to really feel the waters if people were into it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it definitely did have the more like bubbly kind of,
Yeah.
more anime kind of designs.
Yeah.
Especially
Okay.
with like that main girl who catches the Eevee or whatever. She
Yeah.
looks like an anime character.
Yeah. But I mean,
But it is an anime.
Not like a not like a cartoon anime character.
yeah.
Not like a
Oh.
children's anime character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
TPCI has been I guess throwing out feelers for whatever to see if people like him because
Yeah.
like they're doing the ONA series, the Twilight series,
What's the Twilight series?
the one with
The YouTube
the web
one?
series. Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good so
Where
far.
Bay's just like kicking things in the desert.
Yeah,
I
And
do
then-
need to watch that series.
they're pretty good.
That I could get into. Is it all just on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's on the Pokemon
And
channel.
they're only like
Gotcha.
7-minute long episodes.
Yeah.
and stuff like
Could
that,
just
so.
binge it right after this.
yeah, I
It's-
mean,
it-
you
Or
can,
during.
you can go binge it. I haven't seen it.
I did finish X and Y. X and Y was pretty good.
I liked X and
I
Y.
liked X and Y.
Yeah,
It was
and you finished X, Y, and Z, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I finished X and Y a while ago. And
Yeah.
then I finished X, Y, and Z like within the last 2 weeks or whatever. I don't think I talked about it last time or whatever. But yeah, I really Pokemon's fun.
And Pokemon's enjoyable.
I like to catch them all, just like I catch them all in Fire Emblem. Because I'm also getting really far in Fire Emblem, according to Eric.
It's like halfway through.
I've
Almost
lo-
halfway through.
I've lost my second character, Leone. Leone's dead.
Dude.
She died.
Why? All
Yeah.
you have
Why
to
she
do
died,
is-
or-
why are you letting him die?
Well, I'm not gonna.
It's his first Fire Emblem game.
Yeah,
He's basically making it happen.
I mean, that's true.
To be fair, he's doing pretty good for his first Fire Emblem game.
I'm kind of destroying everything. I'm like 10 levels higher than I should be.
What? How
We've
did
all
he get
been-
so OP and still lose
He is
characters?
the cautious hero.
Is he the cautious?
He is
that
the
what it
I'm the
is?
cautious hero. I also have some broken characters. Apparently, I have a Lawrence, which is supposed to be really squishy, but mine's like a tank for some reason. He can literally like just like take hits like for like no joke. So I can send a mage out to the front lines
Yeah.
and just like kill things and stuff. Yeah, it's what's going on? I don't understand.
I don't. His Marianne's one of his strongest characters.
Yeah, my Marianne is literally my strongest character. My healer is the strongest character in the game.
What?
So far. And she's just like she's counterattacking. Everyone's counterattacking, one-shotting everybody. So like guys will come up, they'll attack them. My characters will dodge, and then they'll counterattack and literally just kill them in one hit.
What a dumb game.
To be fair, he is like 10 levels up.
He is 10 levels up.
But the story's starting to catch up to him because he just did the Byleth became the enlightened one.
He went Super Saiyan, yeah.
Yeah, and the boss on that level is like level 21, 22.
But there was some like it got to the point. So Lucifia, she's another mage or whatever that you can use, and she gets this ability called warp, so you can literally like warp someone further away and stuff like that. So it's like it got to this point where I was like, there was like a bunch of burning buildings and stuff like that blocking like ways to like get around, and there's just like one guy back here, and there's like a bunch of guys in the way, and I'm just like, the way I picture it is like an anime scene, like how this happened and stuff like that, where they're like Lucifia like sees over here and she's like, oh no, he's wide open and stuff like that, and she looks over at Byleth and she just warps him over right in front of Tomas, because his name's not Thomas, it's Tomas.
Yeah, it's Tomas.
Yeah, and she warps Byleth right in front of the boss and stuff like that, and he just one-shots him. Yeah.
This is Chase's Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
He's been doing some of the paralogs and stuff too, the side stories. And he's just like, I'm 10 levels above. Can I just warp to the end and kill the commander?
Yeah. There was still like the Death Knight showed up and he's like, I'm the Death Knight, and I completely ignored him, because you can ignore it. I don't know, could you ignore him in that one?
Yeah, you can ignore him.
Okay, because every time up to this point he just sits there and he won't attack you unless you attack him.
A slight spoiler for you, but I think there's only one mission where you're forced to kill him,
which is the one where he dies.
I don't know if he dies or not.
He dies if you kill him.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay, but yeah,
it's not one of those mysterious answers. I legitimately don't remember.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really fun. I'm enjoying Fire Emblem more.
I'm glad
I'm trying to
you're
beat
enjoying
it
Fire Emblem.
before Persona 5 the Royal comes out.
You got like a month.
Well, since you brought up the Cautious Hero, did I mention on the last one that I finished watching that?
Yeah,
I just went
pretty
through
sure
it.
you did.
I can't remember if we recorded like right before I finished it, or
I remember
right after
I said
finished
I
it.
remember I said I watched
I remember mentioning that I only got to like episode 9, so
Yeah.
you would had to have mentioned it.
Yeah, you're right. You need to just finish it, dude. It's 3 episodes.
I mean, I've been doing other things like watching Pokemon.
That's true.
And
That's true.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He hasn't been doing that much.
I got caught up on Isekai Quartet.
Oh yeah,
And some other stuff.
I'm kind of.
I plan on picking that up once I actually sit down and watch Tanya, because everything else I've seen.
Yeah. Just
I
watch
do need
Tanya.
to get I need to watch Tanya, and I do need to get caught up on Overlord. But I know enough of Overlord that I would be okay going.
You would know enough.
Yeah,
going
I only
into
watched
it.
season 1 and
Yeah, you would know enough. As long as you know who all the Floor Guardians are and Ainzulgon is, you know.
Yeah.
You know enough for Isekai
Yeah.
Quartet.
So I do want to do that, because I've actually heard that it is a pretty funny show.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb fun.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
there's no laugh out loud moments for it and stuff like that, but there's moments where I like smirk while watching it, you know.
But it's more for just the fan service, because it's just like
Exactly.
they expand their stories a little,
which is
bit.
all I want.
Yeah,
That's
and
all I want.
it's a fairly decent show.
Yeah,
Like it's very similar to Attack on Titan Junior High.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
Okay, that one.
I had no interest in that at all.
That one, it's a comedy version of like a serious show, but it's actually like still like actually a pretty good show and stuff like that. Like
Okay.
I would probably watch it as it on its own, even if it wasn't related.
Really?
Yeah, it's not Isekai Quartet
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah.
If there was nothing about the characters, I probably wouldn't even like pick it up in the first place.
Mhm.
But Attack on Titan Junior High, I like that one was pretty good.
That's cool. That's cool.
I like that one.
yeah.
It is nice when they can do kind of like those side stories that still maintain like they're
Yes.
their own separate thing.
Yeah.
The Koro Sensei Quest one wasn't that good.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that one.
It was
That one
alright.
existed.
Yeah, but it was so weird because like Assassination Classroom was basically already like these side series stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like comedy, dumb fun, right?
I wouldn't consider it a side thing.
Well, I mean, not like these
Oh, you're talking about
like
lighthearted.
Isekai Quartet or
Yeah.
how they're just like side fan service stories.
where it's got a good amount of comedy. in
Yeah,
it.
and then they had the Assassination Classroom one. You're like, well, the show's already pretty comedic.
Yeah,
So it's
they
like-
changed it so they're like, okay, you're all like RPG characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's one guy who's basically in a Saint Seiya outfit or whatever, but because he's poor, he can only afford like the front half of the armor, so the back half of it. That's the class president.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
he's like just like got his boxers on in the back or
Oh,
whatever.
that's
So,
hilarious. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to watch, and there's just not enough time to watch. Like, it's a miracle I was actually able to sit down and watch Lock and Key at all,
Mhm.
and get caught up on like other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm caught up on Isaacin, My Hero.
Keep your hands off my Isaac.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Keep
Same
your hands
one.
off Isaacin.
My
Yeah,
Isaac.
My Isaacin.
Yeah.
That, My Hero. I think that's all I'm caught up on. I think the other stuff I'm watching, I'm like getting caught up on. Like, I just started.
Right.
I've seen the first 2 episodes of Science Fell in Love and Tried to Prove It. So far, not as good as Kaguya-sama. It's a very
definitely
similar,
not.
it's very
Yeah.
similar feel.
The production value is not there.
Oh no, but
Either.
it's
Yeah.
decent. It's like
it's
a
something to watch.
6-7 at the moment. Nothing glorious. But,
I wouldn't give it a 7. I wouldn't give it a 6 either. Man.
I mean, I'm only 2 episodes in, and it's
Same.
probably going to go downhill. But
yeah.
I haven't
We'll
watched
find
any
out.
of it, so
But keep in mind, I've also seen like pretty much everything that's airing this season.
that's true. I don't know how you do it.
You don't have to watch like more than one episode. You just watch it and you see like, hey, do I want to watch this or not? And stuff like that. And then
I mean, that's fair.
the ones that stick, you keep watching, and then the ones that you don't want to watch, you're just like, nah.
I forgot one. Bofuri. Didn't want to get hurt, so I
Oh,
threw all my points.
defense.
So I maxed out my defense.
Yeah.
Still fun. I'm still loving every single episode of that show.
I haven't watched like the latest 2 episodes. I keep wanting to sit down and watch it, but I end up either watching Chase play Fire Emblem or watching like Isekai Quartet.
It's just so much dumb fun, and I am okay with that. That's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much all I've been up to. Video games. I started a little bit of Bioshock because I got it free last month on PSN. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. I might play a little bit more. I don't know. It depends. I haven't got far enough to decide if I want to really sink any time into it. But
Yeah, it's so.
it does have a really cool aesthetic, though. I
It's a really
like
cool
the
aesthetic.
world. Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
world
yeah,
building
definitely.
is insane.
That's like the best part of Bioshock.
It's
Okay.
really cool.
The first one is my least favorite, even though everyone says it's the best or whatever. But they say it's the best because there's stuff that happens in it. Do you guys know about the big thing that happens in it or no?
I don't know anything about any Bioshock.
I mean, I do.
Okay, like other than that, I mean, like there's some good stuff in it,
Yeah.
but like I don't consider the first one like super better than the other two.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. In fact, I like the length of the second one, and I like.
Wait, what's the thing in the first one?
We're not telling
Yeah,
you.
it'll spoil.
It's one of the big things that makes
Yeah.
the game why the game's really popular.
Oh. Is it like toward the end, in the middle? Just give me a hint.
have to find out.
It's towards the end.
Just play the game.
Is the whole thing with Andrew Ryan when he just kind of like?
We're not going to tell you.
Okay, never mind. Just keep going. I'm gonna be curious. I'm gonna either stop playing and watch a let's play, or I'm gonna play it myself.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. We'll
Yeah,
get you
there
to
you
play
go.
it.
Yeah, the second one doesn't have the thing that the first one has, but it's like the way I played the second one, it made it more enjoyable for me personally. So
Gotcha.
that because I got to play it the way it got to the point. I think I mentioned this last time or something, where I couldn't get. I basically, because I made a mistake or whatever, like in the past, like I couldn't get the true ending or whatever.
Yeah.
So I had to like literally like sacrifice one of the little sisters or whatever.
Yeah.
So-
You're telling us about that.
Yeah, and so I couldn't get the true ending, but the one I got, I was like satisfied with. And then the Bioshock Infinite's like really fast paced, and it's really cool when you get to the end.
That is good.
Yeah,
That's cool.
but I because you were telling us that you were playing the first one and stuff like that, and I just mentioned that you should probably start with Infinite.
But that's out of order.
Is it? But no, Infinite is like it's a lot faster paced, and it's easier to pick up like the understanding of like the concept of Bioshock, like how the game plays. There's like how the powers work and how to basically traverse. Well, Infinite's also a lot faster because it's got
You get the skyhook
yeah,
thing.
the skyhook thing and stuff.
Well, I also found that interesting. I didn't realize how stylized Bioshock was. It like character design wise.
Yeah,
The characters themselves, like the character design, the bodies.
Yeah.
They're not as realistic as I expected. Like they're a little bit cartoony-ish.
Yeah.
Yes.
They and I thought it was going to be a lot more
right.
realistic
like
type
yeah.
character.
pretty looking.
Because Infinite is fairly realistic character designs.
Infinite's kind of the same. Infinite's
it?
literally
It's-
just brighter. is
Yeah.
what
It might
is.
just be the cover art
It's-
with just the guy
yeah.
right on the
Oh yeah,
front.
the front is super realistic, but like once you get in the game, everybody has like bigger eyes, kind of
Okay.
bubbly.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was. It was just that cover art
Yeah.
that was throwing me off.
Well, Infinite's also like it was made like 7 years after the first Bioshock. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
it was a
And
while.
It's literally like suns everywhere. and stuff
That's
like that, because
true.
you're in the sky the entire time. And
Yeah.
stuff. Whereas Bioshock, you're literally under the sea.
It's very
Under
dark.
the sea.
Under the sea.
Oh man.
Yeah, but man, I really enjoy the Bioshock games. Those were a good time. I want to play them again.
I haven't sat down and played them myself, but I've seen Let's Plays and speedruns of them.
Right.
Maybe
And
we
I
just make that the next Let's Play. Maybe we just make it a Let's Play right now for BakaTaka.
All right.
Are you
that's
gonna-
been
are you
episode
gonna-
20.
I play through the first one. We'll see where it goes after
Hey.
that. But I play through the first one. You guys are there to give me hints and stuff. That'll force me to get through the game.
Do you want to play for the first one, or you want to play for your Infinite?
I'm thinking first one since I already started it.
Yeah, but if you've already started it, then why don't you play that on?
Well,
your
I'm
own?
only gonna play one at a time. I can tell you that. But we can
Yeah.
figure that out after this.
Yeah. You'll find out which one he's
It's on
playing.
the drawing board for now.
Yeah.
On the drawing board.
I'm gonna play something different. I'm gonna put Hat in Time on hold for this time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we've got everything's backed up right now.
Everything's
Yeah.
backed up right now.
We
yeah.
should still probably record a little bit.
I haven't
but-
edited in like weeks.
Chase.
Been busy.
Yeah, been busy.
Chase.
I'm a busy boy.
Doing what besides work
Um,
and watching and playing things?
Fire Emblem, and I
I said
had
besides playing.
I work,
I said besides work.
and I got church things to
Okay,
do.
that's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah, true facts.
Yeah, I mean,
I can attest. I see them do it all the time.
yeah, I mean, you started working with them, so you get it.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Lots going
Yeah.
on.
But yeah, I can still watch the most anime.
Yeah, I don't know how you managed to do all that and still watch the most out of all of us.
Squeeze it in.
Gosh darn.
Stay up late.
Well, what else? What else have you been watching then? Like, what is airing this season that we haven't started that you watched?
I got to watch.
This is it.
Since I've been here, I got to watch a few episodes of Black Clover without understanding what the hell is going on.
That's right. That's right.
Well,
It's
it's-
I
I'm sure
got
that's the
to
best way to
Black
watch
It's like
it.
12 episodes of Black Clover I had to sit through.
Oh, no.
I had to sit through. What?
I had to sit through.
No, dude, what? You were watching it. You like literally were
It
over
was
here
like my
playing your
first
computer,
day here,
and you
and I was
got
like-
up and you sat on the couch and watched Black Clover.
I was like falling asleep too.
What? But you watched it.
Yeah, I did watch it, but I had nothing else to do.
I'm
He
on
liked
Eric's
it.
side. Black
He-
Clover does not.
He
look good.
liked it.
I liked it at first because like, okay, I have no idea what's going on, so this is all new to me. And then after like 8 episodes, I stopped paying attention.
They finished the tuning exams.
And then I came back like,
Rock Lee dropped his weights and broke the field.
That's the only episode of Naruto I've seen the entire episode of, and I loved that. I will admit.
Yeah.
When he was just like, I'm not fast enough, and I'm like, but he's already so fast, and then he drops his weight, and they just explode.
Yeah.
Because they're so heavy, and then he's like super fast. That was cool.
I told him that the
I'll give
animation,
Naruto that.
the animation is basically like a bunch of cardboard cutouts, and then randomly gets like stupidly well animated
Yeah.
at points, and like the fights
well, it's
like,
just,
get, like really cool.
and also I kept waiting for the fights where they would have super well animation,
Mhm.
and then Chase is like, here we go, here's some animation, and then they would just like zigzag, and that'd be the scene.
I was anticipating because I hadn't seen the episode, so I was like, "This is animation," and then it didn't happen.
Hyped it up.
There was a lot of hype things waiting for. There was some good animation in there.
Some good animation.
Yeah,
Some.
there's some.
At least one good animation.
Ah!
I mean, I'm not going to say the entire thing was super late.
There was so many good animes. Animation.
Yeah, and all the good animes were not Black Clover.
And the only other thing was whoever voice acts With the healer girl? Or the person with the super high pitched voice that I can't understand what the hell they're saying?
Which one?
Which one? That's a problem if you don't know which one he's talking about when that's the description he gives you.
I just remember there's like one character where
Are you talking about Charmy, the one who gives them the food?
No, I can understand her.
Okay.
It might have been the healer girl.
The one with the vines and stuff?
Maybe. There's somebody that I just could not... it was one of the villains, I think.
Was it the girl with the glasses? Because I hate her too.
I don't remember. There was just,
I hate her
there
too.
was just somebody I was like, I cannot understand what you're saying at all. Fix it, please.
If it was the girl with the glasses.
Is it dubbed?
No,
Yes.
we were watching the dub.
You're watching the dub and you can't understand it. That defeats the purpose of a dub.
Well, some of the audio like mixing and stuff like that for the
Don't
dub
make
isn't
excuses.
good. Excuse me, that was disgusting. Oh, sorry.
Cut that
That
out.
wasn't pretty. Neither was that voice acting. But those few episodes of Black Clover, I can see why it's enjoyable. If you can get past those first 25 episodes of like Asta just crying and yelling.
Oh,
You
my
hear
gosh.
that? You hear that?
But it's not a bad show. It's better than Bleach. I can tell you that much.
Woo!
It's better than
Up
Bleach.
top. Yeah.
Never
Is-
seen Bleach.
Don't watch it. I watched like 25, 26 episodes of Bleach. I hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched like
I know
3
basically.
episodes of Bleach.
I know basically nothing about that show. I think
Yeah.
I've seen part of one episode
Okay.
once because I
I
accidentally
watched-
turned to Toonami.
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 We're
I
all-
accidentally
we're all
turned to
meant to-
Toonami once on a Saturday before turning the TV off, and I was like, "What is this?"
I watched
Didn't get very far.
I watched 3 episodes of Bleach when I was like 14, and I was like, "This is really cool," but I don't think I'm allowed to watch this.
I sat down because I watched all of Shippuden at the time.
Right.
It was
Oh, and you wanted more Naruto.
yeah, it was
And you
the
didn't get it because you got Bleach.
Kage Summit was happening.
Okay.
After the pain arc, they were doing the Kage Summit.
Oh.
And that was just ending. Like he just met Octopus dude. The Thunder guy.
The Thunder guy.
Yeah. The eight tail
Oh, Killer Bee?
Yeah, Killer Bee. He just met him. Before the Kage Summit.
Gotcha.
And then it ended, and I was like, well, I got nothing else to watch now. And then I started watching Bleach, and then I got 25, 26 episodes in. Couldn't handle it.
In a perfect world, Naruto would have been written to end at the pain arc, and it wouldn't have all this extra filler. It would be like max 100 episodes.
Yeah. Because
And it would be really awesome. It would be like the coolest thing ever.
Well, because during the pain arc, that's when he got his sage powers. They started explaining the
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
So it's just like you could do that. Then you could literally jump straight into the Madara arc, where all the eye stuff is happening.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
just
yeah.
end it
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
having all this filler with all the
Yeah.
Kage summits and the Shinobi Wars.
But
and-
instead, they wanted a franchise. So.
Yeah. and now Boruto is still running.
Now Boruto.
Yeah. So
I started watching a while ago Ascendance of a Bookworm.
I've added that to my plan to watch list because I heard good things about it.
It's really good. Okay, so
And
I
I have not started it.
haven't watched the last episode because I'm watching the dub because the dub came out and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'll pick it up.
Understandable.
And so there's still one more episode to come out. It's really good. I really enjoy it. It's different. At the same time, there's a lot of things that still feel kind of bland about it. But I think you guys would probably watch it and really like it.
So for me, I've been in and out of consciousness when I've been watching it, kind of falling
Oh,
asleep.
Ascendance of the Bookworm?
Yeah. No, Ascendance. I'm thinking of something else.
Are you talking about the other show that
Yeah,
I
I'm
watched?
talking about the demon one.
The
Ascendance
demon-
of Bookworm, I want to watch.
Gotcha.
I watched the first episode actually. And it's
Okay,
really
gotcha.
good. But the other one I've been falling asleep
Yeah,
on. We'll get to that one later.
The Demon School or whatever.
Yeah. But Ascendance of a Bookworm is good. I watched
Oh.
the first episode.
Yeah. Yeah, but what was I gonna say? I don't even remember.
You
I don't
haven't
know what
watched.
you're talking
You haven't
about.
watched the latest episode.
I was gonna say, it's there's some stuff about it that still feel kind of like hollow about it because it's like I understand what they're doing, but so everyone in the world doesn't know like magic's like a thing,
Yeah.
but at the same time they all know that there's like this other stuff that's not realistic. There's some like fantasy stuff like about it that everyone understands and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's basically supposed to be this commoners versus nobility, like how much they actually know.
Yeah.
and stuff like
Gotcha.
that, because they're kind of like pushed off to the side. Or whatever,
Yeah,
and stuff. So
understandable.
Yeah.
but yeah, she goes in, and she knows like how paper's made and stuff. So she's like, and they don't use paper or anything. They still use like pig's hide and stuff like that, or cowhide. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, they still use that for they use parchment, and then she teaches them how to make like paper and stuff like that, and then she sells how to make how to make paper and stuff. So yeah, she's making money. She knows how to make shampoo or whatever. So yeah, she's selling that.
Stop smelling.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a study or something on this, right? At some point, like if you knew how to make soap or something, you could probably make a killing if you went back in time.
I bet. Yeah. I mean, like, it's one of those things to think about, because it's like, if anyone just from nowadays was to get transported back in time, where like we had all this information, most people wouldn't know how to recreate any of it.
Right.
There was a
like their best hope is like hopefully they get put back far enough that the wheel hasn't been invented yet, and they can take credit for that. Like,
there was I think it was a meme or something that was posted on Reddit, but it was a picture of a dude. It was just a nerdy looking dude that was like transported back to the medieval ages.
Yeah.
And he had a bunch of people hovered around him, and he was like, had the thinking pose on. He was like, I can tell you everything you know about electricity. Like, how do you make it? And he's just like, I don't know. That's how I make it. Yeah. That's how I imagine everybody going back in time. Like, I could do so much if I went back in time, but like, if you had to put it into practical use, it's like, well, I don't actually know how to do this.
Which is why one of the things that was one of the things I really liked about Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
Because it's like he knew how to do all that, and it was just all those baby steps and all the things that you would have had to go through if you were somehow put in a situation like that.
It's also
which
like
obviously will never happen.
It's also like, how do like the hypnotist or whatever, that's like, how does he know how like half of this stuff is like made and stuff?
Well, he doesn't really.
Well, but he
has
can tell
idea.
He can like tell what he's already making.
Yeah,
when he's making stuff.
And at the same time, he was like, "There's no way this is ever gonna work."
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
And then it does. It's like,
he's like, "Okay, I didn't realize this."
Dr. Stone's really cool.
I had a lot of fun with Dr. Stone.
It's really enjoyable. I feel so bad that we like canned on it so hard
we
the first
did
time, because I mean it did have a bad first episode.
So I mean we do have changing of opinions, right?
Yeah.
So I mean there's the infamy among us of we love Promised Neverland when we first watch it.
Yeah.
But every time we talk about it, we literally drop it a point every time we talk about it.
It's getting worse.
And for Eric, the opposite is with Shield Hero.
I was talking to Chase about this the other day. It was something we were listening to a podcast or something. It was like rewatching movies, like you appreciate more the movie and you will raise its score up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I leaned over to Chase and was like, that's why I don't want to rewatch Shield Heroes, because I know I'll love it.
I had so much fun with that show.
Which one?
Really with Shield Hero.
Okay.
And Dr. Stone. I really do just want more, but I don't want to just watch the same exact thing again, you know?
So Shield Hero is already confirmed for a second and third season.
Which is why I don't need to watch it again.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to get more.
You can just give yourself a refresher.
He gets to fight all those extra heroes.
That's the other thing, though. If I have time to give myself a refresher on another show, I could be watching something I haven't watched before.
Just watch it like times 4 speed.
What I want to know is, but
then I can't read it.
Are they like 26 episode seasons, or are they like 12 episode seasons?
That'll be interesting.
That's like a lot of Shield.
I was gonna say that a lot of shows have been doing, like Attack on Titan did that, where they had the 2 core first season, and then they did just 1 core.
So I think in season 3 they ended up splitting it, because they were planning on doing the 26 or whatever, and then they're just like, let's split it and stuff, because it's a little hard to...
Did Log Horizon do that, where they had a 2 core first season?
It was 2 core for both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know
we're getting season 3.
Oh boy.
I watched the...
Now that I actually kind of do need to rewatch again, because it's been so long I don't actually know what's going on.
What did I watch? Did I mention about it? I watched the Excel World movie last time.
No, you did not.
I think he mentioned it.
Did he?
I know.
I don't think.
I mean, I know he's watched it. So
yeah, it's bad. But I mean,
okay.
It was fun to watch Excel World again, because the first half of the movie is a recap of the like entire show. So I was like, oh, Excel World! I forgot about all this. It's a fun show. You still haven't seen it, Mr. Jorge Kuhn?
Nope. I don't know if I will.
Don't watch it.
Dude,
it's not worth it.
See, another show that he would like, but he hasn't seen yet. I already told you about this. Blue Exorcist.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about that.
You would like Blue Exorcist a lot.
You
but
probably
haven't.
would like Blue Exorcist.
Yeah. Because it's one of his kind of shows, you know?
Yeah.
It's not an isekai, but it might
so
as well.
it's not one of my
It
shows.
might as well be. It's like 2011's Sword Art Online.
Nothing will ever be as good as Sword Art Online was.
Okay.
Ever.
What about
SAO is perfect.
Speaking of shows that are good as SAO, we watched.
I swear, if this is a bad show.
we watched that the Demon Kid show.
Oh
That's
yeah.
So I've been falling asleep in and out while watching the show, but I'm only enjoying the show because I can just pick fun at it. Because it's
what?
So
that sounds like this is not a good show.
There's a show that's airing this season. It was actually also airing last season too, and it's still going. It's continuing this season. But anyways, it's scored pretty highly on now.
Yeah, it's like a 7.7 right now.
Yeah,
something like that.
But we're watching it, and you
can't find out why.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten to the part where it's gotten the 7 score yet.
Yeah, like
there was a moment.
There's some funny stuff in them, but a lot of the humor just doesn't get to me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a comedy shonen.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's like
I have no idea what show you're talking about. Just to be clear,
it's
you know it if you saw the cover. And stuff like that. But the
main character looks like Deku.
Yeah, his character design makes him look like Deku, but with blue hair.
Okay, I might know the picture.
Yeah,
but that's it.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't say I know the show.
Yeah, but we're watching that show.
Okay.
Chase started watching it, and I've been falling asleep to it. And
fair enough.
I can just say every time I wake up, there's something for me to pick fun at. Maybe get a little chuckle, and then I fall back asleep.
Fair enough.
There's something going on because so basically he's a human in the demon world, and he's basically like overpowering people because they don't know he's a human or whatever. He's got like a spell put on him. So you didn't mute your watch, George.
I keep forgetting.
George,
my phone.
We're supposed to be a professional podcast.
I'm trying my best.
This is the most professional weeb podcast
it's not my fault
in the world.
It's
and
not
you
my,
have Uno!
It's not my
you have
fault that I've got 2 phones and a smartwatch.
Just go on the Xbox Arcade and download it. It's free. They're not even charging for it.
You better link to that video.
Apart.
You better link to that video now that you've quoted it.
You haven't even heard of it until today.
You showed it to me. I have heard of it.
You saw it like an hour ago.
And it was hilarious.
Anyway, that's all we got for BakaTaka. Go ahead, Eric.
This has been episode 29, the greatest weeb podcast ever, BakaTaka. On the left, we've got
George.
In the middle, we've got me, of course, Eric. And on the right, we got
Chase.
And you've enjoyed another week with us. Make sure you leave a comment below.
You did enjoy this week, didn't you?
Ideally, they have enjoyed this week.
I mean, ideally, you enjoy the week. I hope you enjoyed it with us.
Yeah, you have to
for 40 minutes.
Eric already said you enjoyed it.
Yeah, but
you can't make him a liar.
Yeah,
but
no
make sure,
backsies.
just make sure you comment, subscribe, ring the bell. You know, all the good stuff that we drone on about.
Yeah,
indeed.
Yeah,
indeed. Well spoken.
But,
yeah.
Catch you next time.
Bye.
Peace.
I can't escape.
Oh!
Murder!